Thank you. Thank you so much, Evan. Thank you all for being here. I'm newly single. That's thank you. One thing the pandemic's been good for, really forced the issue for a lot of relationships, We're still friends though. I'm friends with all my exes, which is really nice because otherwise I wouldn't have any friends. She texted me earlier today. She wanted to know how the dog is doing.
Oh.
We tried staying together for the dog, but that never works. Never works. Dog will be in therapy for years. I'll get blamed for it. It's been a tough year for a lot of people. I read that since the start of the quarantine that suicide rates have gone way up and marriage rates have gone way down. And I can only conclude that when forced to cohabitate, death seems like the better option. I don't know how else to interpret that data.
So dark.
We were together 4 years and I was in a relationship for 8 years before that. I've come to realize that my relationships are a lot like presidential elections. They have term limits. I always feel like I'm campaigning for re-election, constantly fundraising. The system is so out of control, I couldn't wait to get back to the private sector. I am all in on campaign finance reform, But here's an idea. I think we should have term limits for marriage. Think about it. 8 years with one person, then you got to move on to someone else.
Oh, Lord.
I'll be doing you a favor. Think about it. You're sick of the person after 8 years anyway. You've had kids, your constituents, and they are sick of the partisan bickering. Political gamesmanship, out of control spending. It's gridlock. Nothing ever gets done. Look, see, here's what I don't get. With marriage, you have to apply for a license, but there's no test. You just let anyone get married because they feel like it. I think you should have to prove you could stay together. Then we'll grant you marriage. That's how it should work. Other things that you have to get a license for, you have to prove your proficiency, right? A driver's license, you have to pass a test and prove you can drive a car. A pilot's license, you have to pass a test, prove you can fly a plane. License to carry a firearm. Okay, bad example. Forget I said that. Those Kickstarter crowdfunding campaigns, your idiot friend posts on Facebook where he guilt trips you into donating to a stupid movie or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Well, the way it works is that there's a goal amount of money they need to reach in a set amount of time. And if they don't reach that goal, they don't get any of the money and your credit card doesn't get charged. Ooh. That's how marriage should be. Announce your intention to marry, set up your registry, we'll order your gifts, set your wedding date for 8 years later. Just prove to us you can stay together for 2 terms. How hard is that? Look, if you can make it through the 7-year itch, you've earned your marriage, okay? Then you'll get your gifts, our cards will get charged, we'll celebrate your marriage. Just save us all the headache, that's all. Yeah, I'm back on the dating apps because I'm a hopeless romantic. Yeah, no, I'll tell you what though, I get turned off so easy that I've come up with a system for immediate swipe left. All right, we don't want to waste anyone's time, right? Immediate swipe left. If you say you're an optimistic person. Optimistic? The polar ice caps are melting, oceans are rising, storms, fires, and floods are destroying our cities and towns, and you're optimistic? No, you're delusional. Swipe left. If you list as your profession, life coach, you're barely hanging on. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? Life coach. It's like that much higher than a stand-up comedian in the hierarchy of things. And at least we know we're barely hanging on. If you say you love to laugh, thank you for distinguishing yourself from all those people that hate laughing. Love to laugh. Who doesn't love to laugh? And by the way, that is a comedian's worst nightmare, an easy laugh. I'm gonna earn my laughs in bed, okay? If you lead with everything you don't want in a relationship and everything you're not looking for, we haven't even met yet, and you're already nagging me. You lead with your astrological sign. Okay, caveat. There's a hotness threshold for people who believe in astrology. I mean, except if you're Gemini. If you're Gemini, swipe left. Hey, look, I live in Hollywood. If I wrote off everyone who believed in astrology, I wouldn't talk to anyone. So I got a system. There's a way to talk about astrology, and it goes like this. They ask me, they say, what's your sign? And I say, Libra. Everyone knows Libras are the best. They go, oh, yeah. And I go, right? And they go, of course. And of course, I have to ask them, well, what's your sign? And they say, whatever. It doesn't really matter what they say, because I'm going to say, of course you are. Of course you are. And they go, I know, right? That, my friends, is all you need to know about astrology. Right? Of course. Never date a Gemini. Thank you guys so much. I'm Dale Dymkoski. You guys have been great.